told me yesterday that he was starting to feel a little ill, he might not be here.
It's going around again.
Julie's down for 3 days.
Really?
And he started sneezing Sunday afternoon.
Something's going on with my voice.
COVID?
I'm getting it.
Is it COVID?
No, definitely not COVID.
One of my buddy's
Great
wife's
days.
COVID.
Really?
Yeah. Any birds around there yet?
What's that?
Any birds around
I
there?
haven't seen any. Is that, system's not in yet, is it?
Well, I think that's why we sent you the final thing. He said it was, I thought Philip said it was in.
Oh, okay. I haven't gotten the final day up or anything.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Get away this summer, Larry?
Did I get
I
away?
thought he said
Yeah,
it was
went to,
In
with
here.
my, 3 of my buddies and their
Oh, that's
wives,
fine.
to Ithaca, New York,
I never
Yeah,
been
'cause
there.
we didn't
for a
want to.
2-day vacation. That was just a birthday
off.
present
Yeah.
Oh,
to each other.
Really nice by the lake there.
Right, very nice.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays that way.
And then my
They
kids,
just got 3 more
they turned
projects in
7.
town.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
kids
they're all in the library. We split it up.
oh, that's great.
We're bidding.
Or
They were still,
Yankees, Red Sox.
they were very conscientious,
Fenway.
but
Yeah.
I'm a big Red Sox
all
fan.
group.
So it worked out well for you then.
I think they
And they're big-
thoroughly wanted to do the right thing.
They've done work.
we had a bet.
They've done other projects here.
That was losing has to wear
Sounds
the
like they do a
winners
lot of municipal
for
work
1 year.
all over.
And the Red Sox won on Friday, Yankees won on Saturday, Yankees won on Sunday. So now for 1 day per month at some event, I have to wear a Yankees hat.
I thought, I didn't realize that the Yankees actually won the series.
Yeah, they won the game. The game we went to, 29 hits, 14 pitchers went through. Okay,
Pitchers.
7 on each team. Nobody could buy it out. 3-run home run to start the game for Yankees. 3 runs in the bottom for Boston, and it just kept trading back and forth. We went to extra innings.
Sounds like you should start rooting for the Yankees.
Were they all pitchers that pitched, or did they use any position players to pitch?
No, there was 7 on each team. But what happened? They're down to 1 strike. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Somebody laced a single to right field, ties it up. We're going to extra innings, and I completely forgot because what's the guy doing on second? Oh, that's right.
Wait till they, just imagine how long it would have been if they didn't change the rules.
Right.
And then all the, without the shot clock, the pitch clock, and all that stuff.
Pitch clock and throwing to first base 50 times and
And I thought there was a hidden ball trick. I said, how did the third baseman get the ball? What happened was that the Boston player had a man on third. He steps off the bag and he starts talking with the coach. Pitcher saw it to the third baseman and put the tag on him.
really. Is that the first time the guy's been in the game or what?
Probably the last time.
That was that was the second time I've been to Boston for a game. The first time was 25 years ago. But did a bar crawl, did the Freedom Trail.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yeah, it
So
is.
interesting,
Yes.
yeah.
Yep.
In fact, the person who did the bar crawl gave us more information. No, about history
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
the area.
Go to church.
You know what? We stopped on the outside. There's a line to get in.
Yeah, it's stupid inside anyway.
Yeah.
It really is.
And actually, it was just like a 1-block detour for us. But Ubered everywhere. And relatively speaking, like $11, $12
For Uber,
for an Uber, right?
not for drinks.
You're not going very far.
No,
Not for drinks, because drinks will cost you $11. All right, I got 7 o'clock. How about we
There you go.
start? Stay in for the pledge of allegiance, please.
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Cindy.
Chair Lorenzo.
Here.
Anthony Gorski.
Here.
Joseph Key.
Here.
Lawrence Gorzinski.
Here.
Michael Rempel.
Here.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. It's the meeting of the Planning Board of the Town of Lancaster. Please keep in mind, we are an advisory and recommending board and not a final decision-making body. At this point, we'll take a look at the meeting minutes from the July 17th meeting. Ask if there's any additions, deletions, or comments. Hearing none, ask for a motion to accept.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. All right, we'll move on to the communications list. Okay. Move on to our first case of the night, and only case of the night, which is site plan review for project number 1290, El Harat Arbitor. As we talked about at the last meeting, we are awaiting some information for the last, since actually, I think it was since May. Information from Ed and from Matt, additional information that they're looking for. We sent email and letter to the applicant's engineer, asking and requesting that information again. Requested he be here today, and they have this in the email in their packet. You think I should read it? I'll read the email that came back from Mr. Arlington, engineer. It says, Cindy, I received your email regarding this week's planning board meeting. I have a conflict and not be able to attend. However, we are waiting on a response to our last submittal to William Schutt's office in May regarding the fill calculations for compensatory fill issue. Also, when we initially presented this project, I proposed this project as less than 1 acre disturbance to make the project reasonably affordable for our clients and thought we had accomplished this. We have addressed all of the comments and filed the required documents with Erie County Clerk's Office. We addressed the storm drainage comments from the town engineer in our submittal in April for the detention pond and site grading. The last issue is compensatory fill requirement, which would potentially cause the site disturbance to exceed 1 acre. And then the entire site drainage requirement becomes significantly more complex and cost prohibitive. I am not aware of any other municipalities that require it, so I'm asking for consideration from the town to waive this requirement. At this point, we can then attend a planning board meeting to present the final design and provide all other documents as previously required for consideration of site plan approval. And it says, thanks, Timothy Arlington. Ed, do you want to respond to that?
Well, they submitted the last plans we did fill and volume calculations that still didn't meet the requirements.
Okay.
Which he was, I mean, you know, I relayed that to Matt, and I know Matt told him that he didn't meet the requirement.
Matt, can you give us a little more information on that?
Certainly, the area of fill, the volume of fill that's proposed for the site needs to be hydraulically equivalent in storage. And the way that the pond was proposed was simply digging a hole in the ground below the existing grade, where the flood damage prevention chapter of our town code requires that it be a free draining area utilizes compensatory storage. So digging out a hole in the ground, that volume does not count towards that storage requirement.
Okay. And then, but-
And to meet the ultimate drainage requirements for just for stormwater, they ended up adding a second small retention area.
Sure.
And in doing that, they exceeded the acre. They went over the acre of disturbance.
and the acres, the trigger for the SWIP,
1 acre.
by disturbing more than 1 acre, then they're required to provide a SWIP then, right?
Yes.
So they acknowledged that they needed to do something, they acknowledged that they exceeded the limit, but then they're saying they don't have to do a SWIP. That sums it up
Yeah,
about it?
sums up.
Any questions from the board or any comments from the board?
Sounds like it's a standoff and they're wrong.
I will tell you what I told somebody that I talked to about this. We have Ed and Matt and Emily that sit here as subject matter experts, and we rely upon them to give us information, right? And I think that, I don't know, I know personally I'm not in a position to try to overrule them or try to tell them that they're wrong. I actually rely on them a lot on this, on anything that's involved in legal, engineering, or building. So to me, it's a pretty simple one, Mary.
Right, and what I'm saying is this is not like a nuance.
Yeah.
It might be, it might not be, no,
Right.
these are calculations.
Right.
Facts and calculations, and the facts are not even in dispute.
Yep. Agreed. Any other questions or comments from the board? Ed, anything else, Ed?
No.
Emily, anything from legal?
No.
Matt, anything more from building?
I checked and double checked and triple checked. I had consultation with the DEC, Region 8, Region 9, our floodplain administrators, the people that sponsored an event there in April, this specific scenario. We're pretty much spot on as far as the compensatory requirements for floodplain development. It's not that I'm misinterpreting something, it's the way that the requirements are written.
Okay, thank you. At this point, what I would suggest is that I'm going to make a motion to deny the project based off the fact that the applicant has not provided the required information. And so I will make that motion, and look for a second.
I'll second.
So just to be clear, we're going to be voting on denying the project based off the fact that just denying the project. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. Motion carried, and we will make a recommendation to the town board to deny the project.
What happens to the fee in cases like this? Does it get refunded because the thing's been denied, or is it just kept by the town?
There was a lot of work
And then they have to
that,
reapply
and then they have the ability to reapply
and pay another fee.
The new fee.
and pay another fee, and
And maybe somebody, their attorney.
I mean, it
there
started,
should
when?
be
It
here.
was the springtime, wasn't it?
I think it actually might have been the fall, wasn't it, that it
May
started?
have been last fall, I don't know when
Yeah.
it first came in, somewhere during the winter, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because May probably would have been the second time they were in here.
Yeah, I think that's when the
Second or third.
gentlemen were here, but I think before that, it was just Tim Arlington, first time.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on then. Other items to be discussed. So I have a couple other items that I want to just discuss quickly. I sent everybody the email that I received regarding the bow tie park seeker lead agency required request, sorry. I brought them in, I didn't put them on. I just sent it out for everybody's now information. Clearly, Mike, you would have known about it from the village board. I don't typically see those, but I did this particular one, and I thought that it was something that if anybody on the board wanted to either talk about, ask questions about, there isn't anything that we can do about it because it's not in our jurisdiction, but there is, we could still send something along if we were so inclined to. And it is on Walden Avenue, south of almost Juniper, right? Yeah, almost Juniper.
Where the old Babcock lumber yard is.
Yeah, yep.
There wasn't a traffic light there at the driveway in Juniper and all that?
The DOT still has to comment, right?
Pardon me?
The DOT still hasn't.
DOT still
Comment.
needs to respond.
Wouldn't surprise me.
So if anybody on the board has any comments that they want, you don't have to make them now, but if you want to send comments in, you can to me, and I'll get them, make sure that they get over, or questions, either way, whatever. Feel free. Moving on, I'm working on the 2025 calendar. I think I've got a draft now. I'll send it to everybody. Put your eyes on it, see if there's anything that sticks out as a problem for you or something that you want to discuss. Just take a look at it. We got a little bit of time here, but the year is quickly ticking away here. Next one is that Eastport Minor Subdivision and Brazen Brewery are tentatively scheduled for the next meeting, the 21st. And that Eastport is going to need a public hearing. Seeker was coordinated on the 2nd of this month, so 30 days will be completed, and an action could be taken at the 9/4 meeting. So maybe what we can do is schedule the public hearing at the same time, do the seeker review and then public hearing, if that works for the board. Any issues with that?
No.
So we'll go ahead and schedule it then? We're good with scheduling? Pardon? Yeah, sorry about that, thank you. Make a motion to schedule the public hearing for Eastport on 9/4.
Not second.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. And then did we get any finality with Brazen, or you still got to figure it?
I'm inclined to say no, but I don't want to give you an absolute answer right now.
Okay. Similar situation, sort of similar situation for Brazen, but we've got some other things going on that we have to coordinate, and we want to make sure that the timing is right. Matt, I'm sorry, I forgot to, you're okay with the last motion that we just made, right, about the public hearing? And then Brazen, we'll have to do a little bit more investigation and get back to you as far as if we can get that thing scheduled similarly. Those are the notes that I had that I wanted to talk about. Anything else anything that the board would like to talk about? Anybody on the board would like to discuss? No?
I was wondering about William Street, if it's still a viable project, or is it still
The road
the
itself?
range issue that the supervisor brought up?
I think he's talking about
Field Street.
William
Field
and-
Street.
Oh, Field Street.
Yeah.
I mean, they've not moved ahead with anything as far as PIPs, permits to start construction.
And aren't they past their time limit now, too?
The last email I saw from Jennifer, that was her conclusion. But I don't know what would, I'm assuming if they walked in with a PIP application, that would trigger a response.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Until then, there's no action.
Looks like you're sitting on something that you want to pop in.
You know, that just, an update that the map cover was filed and copies were sent to the town clerk's office. They were distributed, addresses were assigned to the individual tax parcels. I'm assuming there's tax parcels created or in process of being created.
I'll tell you from the other side, that I believe it was posted that it was sold.
Well, they closed on it. That was the one, that's what hung them up. That, we got confirmation they closed on the property.
Any other comments or questions from the board? Ed, anything from engineering? No? Emily, anything from legal? Matt?
A lot of projects are coming. They're backing up on the work session presentations. They're 2 meeting cycles out for scheduling,
They do 3 or how many do it?
2 at a time.
2.
I'm anticipating 2 to come in. Got a couple on the desk that I have to get reviewed and make sure everything's all there before it is over.
Good. So our workload is about to change. Okay,
Is the subdivision,
Moratorium,
is it?
moratorium.
moratorium?
Yes, that's still in effect, correct?
Yeah, we have just today confirmed a meeting, and I don't think I was telling Cindy, I don't think the notice has gone out yet. September 4th, Wendy's coming in. She's the planner to talk about some of the zoning changes. And at the next, the next town board meeting, we're going to award the traffic analysis contractor. So that work will begin.
Okay, so that moratorium's not gonna be ending anytime soon.
Not until fall, the earliest, I would think.
Was it a year or was it 6?
1 year.
1 year. Okay. Let's see here. Nothing else? Nobody else? I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Meeting adjourned.
20 minutes, very good, Carl.
17 minutes longer than it could have been.
You ever get a hold of Hacker? Yeah. Oh, okay. So it is there.
Okay, see you.
I know you're
Send it to your email, but that's what it's going to look like. If you want to
No, you said his
Care
email bounced
now?
back, and the question was he still there?